Okay, YouTube, welcome back to another video. Golden hour. Now, it's been a while since I picked the camera up, and a lot has changed. I've been living in Saudi Arabia for 5 weeks. So yeah, I'm here. I think the last time I picked the camera up was for my 10K run in Silverstone. And obviously since then, a lot has changed. So I moved out on the 1st of December. It's currently Monday the 5th of January. And in all honesty, I've just not picked the camera up just because the first few weeks just getting used to obviously living in a completely different culture. Obviously I've lived abroad quite a lot, like last year, probably 5 or 6 months of living abroad, Spain, Cyprus, etc. But in Saudi, it's completely different, like culturally, just obviously I'm in the Middle East, completely different continent. So it just took me a while to get used to it. Even like filming in public, I wasn't sure what the crack was. Would I get in trouble? Would I be okay? Obviously, I'm fine. I think there's a little bit of, not nerves, but just, when I'm walking down the front in Saudi Arabia at the moment, I get stared at a lot just because I am a white European man who is not very common over here. So then bringing a camera out, drawing attention to myself even more, I think maybe it just put me a little bit off, but I'm settling in now. I've been here 5 weeks, like I said, and so far so good. So I wanted to do a YouTube video just as a little update. So I'm out here, like I say, I'm currently in my apartment. This is my bedroom, by the way. I'll do a little apartment tour. So this is the living room area with the aircon on. Kitchen, I've just done a food shop which I need to unpack, and then toilet seats up with the bathroom, nice and simple. And then the bedroom, I've just come back from a trip away, so the suitcase is empty, Mum. I have put everything washed and to dry, but look at the size of this bedroom. It's absolutely huge. There's a sofa there, and then from the corner of the room, it's a massive. So yeah, what have I been doing since I've been out here? I've moved out here to do some in-person coaching. That was the reason for moving out, for those of you that don't know. So I have been training in a private facility since I've been out here, which was the reason why. But I think the main reason why I wanted to come out was just the experience and an opportunity to be able, something I couldn't say no to. I found out about this opportunity based from an education group that I'm in, and that was middle of November. So when I was in Cyprus, so I went out to Cyprus to just work remote, online business, had an apartment out there, so I didn't have to worry about paying for that, and just enjoying life. And I really was, like Cyprus, I was really enjoying the routine in the morning, the people, the weather. It was fantastic. And then I had this opportunity come up, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put my hat in for that, and I'm going to say, yeah, I'm interested. And 2.5, 3 weeks later, I was flown out to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and into my new home. So it all happened very quickly. Saudi Arabia is a country I've been interested about. Obviously myself, I'm a huge sports fan. So as many of you will know, the football over here is picked up, boxing, mixed martial arts. They are very heavily investing into sport. And they've got Project 2030, which is a big vision over here for their economy to sort of try and be as powerful as it can in multiple different industries as opposed to just oil. So obviously there's a World Cup out here in 2034. So it has been a country I've been intrigued about. I like the Middle East in terms of the weather, the climate, the infrastructure, and things like that. And like the weather, it's currently 5th of January, it's 30 degrees, which you wouldn't get in Europe. So I looked at other places. Dubai for me isn't really where I'd want to go at the moment. Just every man and his dog goes to Dubai. Abu Dhabi would have been interesting, but this opportunity came up in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So I took it with both hands. And obviously I was able to start straight away because I didn't have to leave a job. I didn't have to leave, I don't have any rent, a girlfriend, a child, anything like that. So I took the risk. It's not really a risk. It's not a risk because what's the worst that could happen? This is something I said. What is the worst that happens? I come out to Saudi Arabia for a couple of months or however long. It doesn't work out. I go back home and I crack on doing what I was doing before. It's as simple as that. For me, I always regret the things that I don't. Most people will regret the things they don't do rather than the things that they do. Okay, this is again for me back in 2021 when I moved to Nottingham for M10. fantastic gym. I left my mobile personal training business in Coventry, see you later. And I thought, okay, go to Nottingham, be surrounded by world-class coaches in a fantastic facility in a brand new city. What's the worst that happens? I'd come home. And guess what? 6 months later, it didn't work out, and I went back home. So that is where we are. It's been 5 weeks. My routine is really, really good at the moment. Just literally waking up, heading to the gym, do some work, training, and then a little sauna, ice bath after, and then I head to a coffee shop where they know me by name now, and they know me by order as well. I'll have something to eat, have some coffee, and I'll do sort of 3-4 hours of content, client programming, and everything else for more than online business. So I've got plenty of time. I'm going to be doing Arabic lessons. I want to take up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've got a 10k run on Saturday, which is like a local 10k run out here. So I've currently got a bit of man flu, which is less than ideal. But overall, I just wanted to do a little update as to I've been a little bit quiet on the YouTube front. So I wanted to just put a little video out there saying I am alive, obviously. This is where I'm at. This is what the plan is. Obviously, I plan on being out here for the majority of this year and so on and so forth. So overall, it's been good. A little bit, a week or two to get used to it. But now I'm driving, I know my way around. If people stare at me, I just stare back. So there we are, a little update for myself. I'm going to be picking up the camera a lot more, sort of days in the life, showing you sort of around Saudi Arabia, showing you my own training. I'm currently starting a mini cut today. So I'm going to document obviously all of that on social media and use that on YouTube as well. And yeah, very excited for 2026. Hopefully we've all had a brilliant end to last year. Looking forward to starting this year strong, and obviously you will see me more in the future.